So I distinctly remember being, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years old and knowing that my life was going to be absolutely fine and amazing if I could just make it to like my late 40s. Right? What a weird thought for like a 7-year-old to have. But I remember thinking that. I was old enough to play softball because I remember being on the softball field. And I remember, I don't know, just feeling this kind of relief that this crazy fucking experience of being a human on Earth and having to do all of these matrix constructed things and live this life that just seems so strange and not to have any purpose or make any sense, that I would only have to do that until I was about 47, 48 years old. And shoot ahead 40 years and here we are. And it's funny because I obviously had no idea what that meant. When I first discovered the law of attraction, I was really, I was watching all kinds of YouTube videos, reading books. I mean, I was completely obsessed with learning any and all things about how to manifest the lottery. Because at the time, my relationship with abundance was, let's say, less than stellar. And I'm not going to tell the story that I don't tell anymore about my past experiences regarding money, but I was not in a position to let in the abundance that I am entitled to as a piece of God energy. But so anyway, my whole life was about trying to manifest all this money because that would fix all of my problems. And so when I first started to awaken in early 2020 and I started doing all that research and stuff, that was what I was about. And having no idea and thinking that must mean that I'm going to win the lottery. I knew it when I was a little girl. I knew I was going to win the lottery because everything was going to be okay. So that must be what's going to happen. And now the crazy is that I realize what I was knowing was going to happen is what's happening right now, which is we are going through a massive shift in human consciousness. And whether you know that or not, that means that reality as we know it and the constructed matrix that we operate in is fundamentally on the verge of crumbling and changing. So the emotions that are arising in humans right now, the triggers that are being raised, as within, so without. You know, the collective is experiencing this crazy energy, and the global stage is a bloody circus. So it's all reflecting what's going on, and we are reaching this pivotal moment where we move into this 5D place, and no one can really explain what that means other than we know it's a state of being. We know it's a peaceful, heart-based existence where everyone is valued for exactly who they are, and all decisions and all communication comes from love, comes from the heart. Eventually, we won't even need words. We know all of these crazy, amazing things about what is supposed to happen, but really, what's going to happen? And I feel it, and I know you must all feel it too, and I have been waiting for the perfect moment to do this YouTube thing. I started on TikTok, and I knew I wanted to do YouTube, and I've been waiting for the sign. And today on my walk, I literally just whipped out the phone and knew I had to do this right now. I don't know what's coming. Nobody does. Everyone can speculate, but we all agree that there is something coming. There is an event of some kind that is going to spark other events, and we are entering an age of a complete opposite existence to what we have known. And it's why a lot of us, and if you're watching this right now, I can almost guarantee you, this is why you came here. You came here for this. You came to participate. You came to shine your light. You came here to be part of this transition. And there was no time like the present. So in this present moment, if you're finding this video, this is the beginning of something that, like I said, no one can explain, but it is so exciting, and there should be no fear in any of you. None whatsoever, no matter what you think is going to happen. And your situation is going to manifest wherever your perspective lies. So keep that in mind. If you want to tune out all the outside noise and stay in your bubble and do you and keep your good energy and be a light to those that you know, that's my suggested path. If you want to pay attention to what's going on in the outside world and speculate about events and what could happen, and you want to take sides, and if you want to maintain that separatist mentality, you're not going to go where we're going. You're not going to have the same experience. And the train is leaving the station. So you need to decide what train you're on. And like I said, if you're watching this video, most likely you came here for this. So turn all of your attention inward. Make sure you're checking in with yourself throughout the day, and just be a light. Offer kindness, offer a smile, even if you don't get one back. No, that says nothing about you. Everyone is dealing with their own inner business right now. But we are approaching very rapidly a huge transition. And I, for one, am extremely excited. And I want you all to be too. We're forming a community here. And we're going to see this translate in a macro scale. We're going to take this little micro of what we're establishing here and helping one another through this transition, and we're going to see that translated in the outside world, all over the world, all over the world. I love you guys so much. I guess I'm going to keep doing this like this. I was waiting for it to be perfect. I guess we always do things like that. It's not going to be perfect, but it's what needed to be said. So I love you. I hope you'll keep watching. I think I'm going to keep doing this like this. So I'll see you on the next video.